AGM football down here at the Emirates. You can still hear what Arsenal fans think of Erling Haaland's attitude. Do you know what? It's absolutely lovely to be out here beaming, feeling so happy. This is the happiest I've felt after a football match for a long time. Marty, you went for 3-1, you weren't far off.
I wasn't at all, was I? No. Champagne football is back at the Emirates. What a result. We dismantled them like my 4-year-old son dismantles his Lego. Like, this is what football's about. The tides and the tables have turned. This Manchester City, the 4-time on the bounce Premier League winning, they are the champions, don't forget. And we bought them here and we've done a number on them. And the best thing with that is it shuts up Erling Haaland. That stuff and that housery at their place was an absolute liberty. Throwing the ball at Gabriel, putting his shirt over his head and all of that stuff, and that going to Arteta, stay humble. Listen, revenge is a dish best served cold, and boy was it cold today. And they are getting packed off back to Manchester with their tails between their legs like a bunch of disgruntled puppies, you know, they're about to be thrown in a river of the Europa League. And you know, in some Hessian sack, and that's it, with a couple of bricks. But, you know, and that's it. Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes at Manchester City. You can feel it. They are disjointed. They're very inconsistent. You know, one week they beat Ipswich 6-0, and the next week they come here and get beaten 5-1. You know, they ship goals. They got beaten by Tottenham. Actually, to be honest, I thought we were playing Tottenham for a minute. I mean, when we was about 4-1, I thought, are we playing Tottenham? I forgot who we was playing. But no, it was Manchester City, and they got absolutely taken apart. And tonight is our night. And this goes to show all these people that are going to Newcastle, we're 2-0 down, it's the tie's over, we're out the Carabao Cup. No, we ain't, mate. Not at all. Whatsoever. We ain't out that tie. Because who's to say we can't put 4 goals past them? And you're telling me Newcastle are better than City?
No, not at all.
Not at all. And we've just put five past them. Okay, we conceded 1. Who's to say we can't go there and put 5 past them? Because we can do it. We can do it. We went to West Ham, a different entity. We went to West Ham, we put 5 goals past them. You know, we can score on our day. It's whether we are up for it. Listen, the first half was, you know, what I loved is that Declan Rice getting that ball, how quickly he played it through to Havertz, and then Havertz laying it straight off to Odegaard. It'd been very easy for him to slash it, and you know, he could have got it in the back of the net, but to play it off to Odegaard, it's 1-0, and we go through the game. David Raya, for me, what a goalkeeper. That is why he is probably one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. For those 2 saves that he made, which kept us in the game, world-class saves, reaction, fingertip saves. One goes onto the bar, and one's a low shot with a right hand, which was a deflection, by the way, so he was going the wrong way and re-corrected himself. That, people forget that, and, you know, okay, focusing on the goals, you look at Miles Lewis-Skelly to come through and jink through the defence and rifle that in. Thomas Partey popping up with a banger. Kai Havertz, you know, listen, fair enough, he missed a bit of a sitter earlier on. You know, you would like to get him to put that on target, but then he redeems himself later by taking a really well-taken, hard, low shot to the bottom corner. That was a fantastic. And then you bring out Ethan Nwaneri on. Listen, that's what he does. Listen, he cuts inside and shoots on sight and sticks it in the bottom corner. And, mate, you ain't picking that one out. You ain't saving that. That goes straight in that bottom corner. The goalkeeper's rooted to the spot like there was nothing. And you know, and that's the story of today. I have been there and witnessed, and I think we actually, funny enough, spoke about this the other day. The Manchester City v Arsenal, when we went there, Xhaka got sent off, and they beat us 5-1. And this is where I really feel, and that for me was when we were in our lowest point of like the only way is up, the only way is forward from this, and look where we are now. A complete difference. I used to, at those times, those dark years, dread going to a place like that because you knew you were going to get thumped. Now, we've just invited them over and spanked their bottoms, you know.
So going into the last day of the transfer window, now, I'm not going to put you on the spot here, but I am aware that you might have a unique insight on our transfer situation. You don't have to elaborate on that, so I'm going to ask you this question. Do you think Ollie Watkins is going to come to Arsenal?
I don't know. I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because I do know that there's there's deals in place for the summer, I kind of agree with it. Look, do we need personnel? One thing I will say is Saka's got to come back yet. Okay, we get a fit Saka back, and he's ready to rock and roll for that Liverpool game. You can have Saka and Nwaneri up front. That's dangerous. Like that's either side. You have got two players on either side that you can play on either side across the front that are going to just. Do we need to go and buy someone that is just a stopgap, just to please the fans? No, we don't. Look, do we need a player? Yeah, we do. How much game time is Ollie Watkins going to get, and how much is he going to change our squad? I like him as a player, yes, but I don't think much is going to happen. I really don't, if I'm honest with you. And I'd rather us do legitimate. I don't unless we go and get Gyökeres now or Isak now. That would be the only way, and then obviously in the summer we're going to need to, I'm about adding world-class players. We don't need to add anyone that's going to just add, just going to be like a squad player. We need to add top world-class, elite, best in the world in their position. Like, for example, an Erling Haaland or a Rodri. That's what we need. Like, for me, Zubamendi and Gyökeres are the two players that we go and splash the money on, and we get them in, and that solidifies our team. And then we need to exit a few players as well. But listen, some of these young HLM boys, mate, they're really. Miles Lewis Skelly, take a back.
What a goal!
What a player! What a baller! What unbelievable! Like, it was just absolutely. You can't fault him. You really can't. He was absolutely phenomenal. And what a result, pretty speechless, lost for words, seeing champagne football back at the Emirates, mate.
It really was champagne football back at the Emirates.